Hello everyone, myself Mr. Abhijit Ankush Katre, working as a lecturer in KCD's Krishna College of Pharmacy, Karan. Today here I am discuss with you anatomy and physiology of the heart, which is very simple and interesting topic. Let's see the learning outcome of today's topic. After completion of this topic, student or learner will be able to understand the anatomy of the human heart. Then, how to draw the structure of the human heart? What is the physiology of the human heart? And how to differentiate between systemic and pulmonary circulation of the blood? These are the learning outcome. Learner or student, after completion of this topic, which may be help in future studies. The first point, anatomy of the heart. If we see in left side containing first point is the layer, second chambers, number three is the walls, and number four is the vena cava. If we see the diagram of the anatomy of heart and compare with this text, first the layer of the heart layer is divided into three different parts. Number one is endocardium, which is the inner portion of the heart. Second is the myocardium. Myo indicates the middle layer of the heart. And number three is the pericardium, which is the outermost layer of the heart. Then very important is the chamber of the heart. Heart is divided into four chambers. Number one is the atria. Atria is the upper part of the heart. If you see the diagrammatic portion of the heart, this is the right atrium and this is the left atrium. Both these atriums are in the upper section of the heart, whereas two ventricles, which is the present in the bottom of the heart, and total four chamber of the heart. Next, walls. Heart containing four walls. Number one is the bicuspid wall, which is also called as mitral wall. Second is the tricuspid wall, which is in the right side of the heart. Number three is the pulmonary wall, and number four is the aortic wall, or it is also called as aorta. Next, number four is the vena cava, and in heart containing two vena cavas. One is the superior, which is the upper part of the heart, and inferior, which is behind the heart or the lower section of the heart. What is the functions of the superior and inferior vena cava, or what is the physiology of this heart? We discuss in next point, but before going to the next slide, we revise this topic, that is the anatomy of the heart. First is the layer containing three layers: endocardium, myocardium, and pericardium. Number two, the chambers containing atrium, two ventricles, two. Number three is the walls is the bicuspid, tricuspid, pulmonary, and aortic wall. Number four is the vena cava. So very important, how the blood circulation takes place in the heart. Think on that. Pause this video, revise or think on that point, and write your answer in your notebook. Okay. What is the physiology of the heart? If you see the diagram, right, flow chart of the heart, how the starting or in the blood and how out of the blood takes place into the diagrammatic portion or physiology of the heart. First, if you see from the left side, superior and inferior vena cava, comes or blood pour into the right atrium. After that, open this tricuspid wall and this right atrium blood flows through the via tricuspid wall into the right ventricles. This right ventricle pumps the blood via pulmonary wall into pulmonary arteries and goes into lungs for the purification. We see the color indications from superior vena cava up to the lungs that indicates the bluish color, and that bluish color indicates the pathway is known as the deoxygenated blood. Then after purification of in the lungs, blood passes towards the left atrium, then left atrium into left ventricle and finally pumps the blood into the aorta and then goes to the rest of the body or different part of the body. Very, very important physiology of the heart. I repeat once again, superior inferior vena cava capture the all deoxygenated blood and pour into the right atrium. By opening up tricuspid wall, blood goes into the right ventricle. After that, via pulmonary walls, blood passes to the pulmonary arteries into the lungs and then exchange of gases or blood purification process takes place into the lungs and then the blood goes to the left atrium into the left ventricle and then to the aorta, and after that the blood goes to the whole systemic part or major organs of the body. Next, very important, how to differentiate these 2 points, that is the pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. As discussed in previous slide, we discussed the physiology of heart, but here we differentiate the pulmonary and systemic circulation. If you see the diagram carefully and see the diagram of the roles of the direction of the blood flow, then we clear the concept how to differentiate the pulmonary and systemic circulation. If you see the dark blue color, it indicates here in the left side pulmonary circuit. That is, we call the pulmonary circuit indicates the pulmonary circulation. That indicates all are the deoxygenated blood. Whereas in left side, if you see the left side diagram, it indicates systemic circulation, means these all blood are the oxygenated blood. So very simple, what is the exact definition of pulmonary and systemic circulations? If we discuss first the pulmonary circulation, then here this definition is very simple. What? The pulmonary is the deoxygenated blood pathway in which blood carries from right side of the heart to the lungs is known as pulmonary circulation. What is the definition of systemic circulation? The blood carries from left side of the heart and goes to the systemic circulation or different body parts is known as systemic circulation. So very simple topic. If we see this simple box, here vessel that transport the oxygenated blood, that red color, all red color indicates the oxygenated blood, whereas blue color indicates is the deoxygenated blood. So here I complete my topic. If any queries, any doubt, please ask me. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.